How do? It's John from BD, and today what are we doing? We're getting a body prepared, ready for paint. This is episode 11. Right, so we've swapped the cars around. Martin's Camara's gone in his unit and the Celica's come in my unit. So while it's here, I thought I might as well strip it all and get it ready for paint. Not fucking about, strip everything off. Now, I could take the whole car back to bare metal, but I'll be honest with you, I don't have, 300 hours to take the whole car back to bare metal, redo all the bodywork on it and make it absolutely perfect. Because the other thing is, as well as I've done this before, you get the car absolutely perfect, like concourse, and you're scared to use it. You're scared to park it anywhere, you're scared to use it. So I'm painting the car, but I'm just going to bodywork what needs bodyworking, keep it a bit real. Anywhere where there's any corrosion, it's all going to be removed, cut out, welded, or taken back to bare metal, then epoxy primed and painted. Right, let's have a look and see about the stripping. Right, so bonnet is ready to come off. I have a new bonnet en route, and we'll talk about that in a later episode. Obviously, bumpers off, corner lights are out, bumpers getting replaced as well. We've got side repeaters out, we've got all the scuttles come off because the glass is coming out, and also we had the windscreen wiper linkage was all seized up and putting strain on the motor. So we've also removed all the door trims, quarter glasses are going to come out, we're waiting for the fitter on those. We've removed all the stuff that we took off once the painted already when we did this side of the sill. Everything's off here. What else have we got off? We've got the rear quarter spoiler infills, air off, rear lights are out, all the back panels are here, all sorted. Now, obviously all the filler caps out because all the fuel tanks out, and this quarter is ready for primer. Now, I'm debating whether I'm actually going to bother with the tailgates because it's just an absolute nightmare. I don't want to crack the glass. I don't want to have to get a new tailgate. It is in good order. So I'm probably, don't shout at me, I'm probably going to take the spoiler off, check it, and if it's not bad, I'm just going to give it a really, really good polish. I'll paint the spoiler, but I don't want to be messing around with this seal. Okay, I don't want a windscreen fitter flapping because it just looks a nightmare, and if there's nothing wrong with it, I don't see the point. And the only bits you see of it is this bit and round the edge, but it is in really good shape, so a really good deep machine polish is going to be enough. Everything else on the car is going to be painted. I've been doing this job, 15 years now, and that could be a potential deal breaker. And I want to keep the car original. I want everything on the car the same that it came out the factory, obviously, except the bonnet and the bumper. But I'm not spending £1,500 on brand new genuine RC, CS, Group A, bumper and bonnets. So what we're doing is, let me turn this round. For the good of you people, because I'm a body shop, what we're going to do is we're going to get fiberglass ones and make them fit and do whatever bodywork is needed to make them fit, because I'm not spending £1,500 on a genuine bumper and bonnet. I can't do it. That's a Link ECU and maybe a turbo. Do you know what I mean? So, that's what we're going to do, and I'm doing it not for me, for you. So I have gone around with my expert trained eye and with a chalk pen, and just as you can see, just marked any bits that need looking at. This is why the screen's coming out. Let me show you. Can you see in there? Hiya. How are you doing? Yeah, it's terrible. It needs all taken back to metal. Hopefully it's not going to go through, but it needs sorting. We've got a couple of little specks on the roof. Obviously, the rear quarters have been done, the doors have been done. Front wings aren't bad actually, but there's a bit of a ding there, can you see? Yep. And obviously we've done the sills on this side. So it's pretty straight, to be honest. So let's spin it round again. Hi. So what I've done is, I've given the vehicle a really good clean, okay? So I've cleaned it all as you normally would, not with any wash and wax or anything, but with fairy washing up liquid. And then I've gone around the whole car with a scouring pad to basically exfoliate all the paints to get rid of everything. And with that, I've used a water-based degreaser just to basically clean and strip everything. So now it's ready to mask any glass up so we don't get any sanding marks on the glass if we slip or anything. And to start basically sanding away all the crap and to do any minor tweaks on the body, like on that front wing and stuff. So let's just get shit doing. Right, okay, it is the next day and I've spot primed the car. So we've done all the rear quarter, inside the petrol cap. We have done all the bottom of the sills, but if you want a more in-depth video about the sill painting and repair, go back because I've got a full episode on that. There's a little bit on the roof there, and these are all the bits I showed you before. I've done that repair on the front wing, and there was just a little couple of bits and some flaky paint on the rear quarter, and we're getting through to a couple of spot repairs on the rear bumper. That's the rear panel that goes above the bumper, and here's the doors. There we go. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these for a few days, let all the primer settle. I haven't baked anything. I don't like baking paint. I just like it to the solvents to be released nice and slowly. The longer it takes something to dry, the better it is. So we'll leave that there, and we'll get back to when we're going to be doing a bit of wet sanding, a bit of blocking and a bit of wet sanding. All right, see you later. So it's Saturday and we have got the tunes pumping and we've got the screen out. We were waiting for the windscreen fitter to come. He hasn't even messaged me back. So me and Martin, mostly Martin, has got the screen out and we have sandblasted all around the pillar. That's the best I can get it. Usually if there's any black, you've got to keep going, but I kept going it, but that's embedded in there. So that's all done, wire wheeled and sandblasted all around the edge. There's the top of the screen there. Someone had put 2 clips here and here, and it was difficult to get the screen out. So screen is out, epoxy and prime, and then we're ready for bodywork. Boom. So we've got these bits to paint next. We've got the spoiler infills that go into the rear quarter and the spoiler itself. We've got headlight covers. We've got mirrors, we've got, excuse the state of the place, door handles, and petrol filler cap, bumper bonnet. Right, so in the booth, and we have got the rear spoiler painted, looking rather tasty, very good, bit of an awkward thing to paint to be honest. And we have got the rear bumper redone because I wasn't very happy with it. I had a little run in it and a few nibs, so I just buzzed it off and re-lacquered it. We have got the mirrors, and we have got the side parts of the spoiler, and we have got the door handles, and we have got the headlight covers. Hi, you see me? There I am. They're done. Fuel filler cap. So yeah, so all these bits are done. And what have we got down here? What are we doing? Let's have a quick scan. We are on with the rotisserie spit. We've got this here. Martin made all the lovely brackets for it. And this has turned up and we don't think we need them. So we're getting on with that. Ready to go on there. I'm going to flow coat the doors probably tomorrow. Nib them off and re-lacquer them and they're ready. Bish bash bosh. Right, so we have the car on the spit. It's on the front there, and the spit is fully adjustable, and we've passed my welder, and it is on the back as well, ready to rock and roll. We can raise and lower it because it's hydraulic. We need to fit the bottom support pieces that run front to back, but we can't do that until we've taken this axle off, and I'm not doing any of that until I've removed all the excess weight from the car. So tailgate is coming off, seats is coming out, are coming out even, and the bonnet is coming off. And I don't know if you know this about me, so let's turn it around, let's do this. There's one thing I hate in life more than anything, and that is removing trim from cars. Ugh! Does my head in. Nuts, bolts, clips, screws. Ugh! I can spend 5 days, 5 days blocking the door to get it perfectly flat and not bat an eyelid. But get me removing trim for 30 seconds and I want to kill someone. Right, okay, here we are. We have completely stripped, I have completely stripped everything out the car, all the interior. I've only got 2 cuts on my fingers and I only went home once with a headache. And I'm glad I did, because someone's jacked the car up on the floor here. I know what it's done. It's broke the seals and we've got some corrosion on the inside of the floor. It's not excessive, it's only a bit, but it's time to get the wire wheel out, grind it all back, because I don't really want to be shot blasting inside my car. The only thing left in the car now is the dash. Yeah. Bonnet's off, everything's out the interior, and tailgate's off. So we're very, very close to the beginning of the end. So there we go, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I've straightened the floor out. I've basically just used a wire wheel on it. It pulled it all off. It was just surface. There is a little bit of pitting there, but you've got to think, what is it, 30 years old, the car, 27 years old. That was the main one there where the water bung is. And on the driver's side as well, there was a little bit on the driver's side, but nothing that's gone through, nothing that's nowhere close. Give it a quick sauce out, a quick dress up, a bit of epoxy primer, and then I'll probably spray some seam sealer on it. Boom! So there we have it. The car is fully stripped. Bodywork's all done. It's in primer. There's no point blocking the primer until all the sandblasting's done. So, because it may need a few touch-ups or whatever. The floor is now all sorted. All the sound deadening has been removed from this area, because when whoever jacked the car up on the blooming floor, it all cracked and it bent the floor. So that's all been straightened. Everything's been epoxied. I've wafted over it with a little bit of satin black. Not that it matters, because we're going to dynamat it all, like I've said. I removed the air intake snorkel dampener box, whatever you want to call it, from there. I whipped that out because basically we want to make as much noise as possible with this car. I want to hear wastegate noise, I want to hear induction roar, but I want the inside to be nice and quiet, so I don't want a load of road noise. So it is a bit of a compromise in some areas. But anyway, yeah, it's been a rough ride to get to this point. And once the sandblasting's done, well, basically, what is there to do? Oh, yeah, just a full nut and bolt rebuild on every part of the car. Anyway, we'll get there. And I'm glad you're here watching. Make sure you subscribe, comment, or maybe share this to some of the GT4 forums for me, because there's that many out there. I don't want to do it myself. Take it easy. See you later. Bye.